Well, welcome back here. We're back again with Chef Brandi talking about Thanksgiving leftovers. Don't roll your eyes. Don't go, oh my God, I hate those, right? Because these are some great ideas that you're actually going to look forward to after Thanksgiving.
Because what do you do with all the leftovers? You force people to take them home. You feel bad if you don't eat them. You know, they still taste like Thanksgiving. So my whole goal was to make super simple, because who wants to cook after Thanksgiving?
No.
Easy leftovers that taste like something different than Thanksgiving.
Different. You know, always a popular dish at Thanksgiving is the sweet potato
casserole. There's always sweet potato casserole. I'm going to show you two simple recipes with those today. We're going to make leftover sweet potato casserole pancakes. And I said we are going simple. No one wants to cook, so we are actually going to use boxed. If you have your favorite pancake recipe and you want to take the time to do all that, that's fine. But we're going to be using one that's all-purpose baking mix. This is the same as Bisquick, so I'm going to show you the recipe for that one. We also tried this one last night. It's an apple cinnamon pancake mix we found at the grocery, but we're going to use the Bisquick one.
Well, a lot of times, Brandi, these are pantry staples that we have in our pantry that we need to use up anyway.
Most
that we haven't
of this
used
stuff
in a
you're
while.
already going to have. If not, you know what to go grab real quick before Thanksgiving.
Right.
So we're going to put 2 cups of the baking mix in.
Okay.
We've got a cup of whatever milk you prefer. This is just regular 2% milk. I'm going to add in 2 eggs. These are actually some farm fresh eggs I got.
Okay.
Super simple. We're going to add in a dash of cinnamon.
I always like to see what spice you're using there.
A splash of pure vanilla extract.
Okay. Again, everything we already have in the fridge or the pantry.
This is optional, but I like a little bit of the extra maple flavor. I'm going to put in a splash of maple syrup, just like about a tablespoon. And then we're going to dump in a ½ cup of leftover sweet potato casserole. Doesn't matter if it has marshmallows in it or pecans, or if you just have baked yams, any kind of leftover sweet potatoes.
Even just the bakes, like if ever you went really simple, just whatever it is, throw it in there.
Even if it's just yams out of a can.
Okay.
We're going to mix that up. My secret to super fluffy pancakes, when I'm doing them this easy, there's a lot more tricks when they're homemade, but mix this up, set it on your oven while it's preheating, while your skillet's getting hot. Let it get warm. Let it sit there for 15 minutes and rise.
Right on top of
Yes, it will activate the baking powder. If you're using a griddle, set it beside it while it's warming up. Let it set for 15 minutes and stir it again. They'll be so much fluffier.
Okay.
And the consistency of the sweet potato casserole did not change the density of the pancakes. They have a beautiful orange color to them. You can sprinkle some pecans on top if you like, some maple syrup. I like to serve it with little sweet potato casserole on the side, just to, you know, kind of show what it came with.
Our director, floor director Sam, mentioned he saw this maple syrup. You love it, but he saw it at what, Sam's? Sam, you saw it at Sam's?
My grandfather gave me this. This is the best maple syrup that I've used. It is absolutely delicious. Yes.
Love it. Looks gorgeous. All right, we need to move on.
Okay, we've got some sweet potato casserole, overnight oats. Super simple recipe as well. We're going to take a cup of oats, dump those in. We're going to take a cup and a half of whatever kind of milk you want, almond, cow milk, whatever. We're going to add in 2 tablespoons of chia. If you are against chia, you can just add an extra 1/4 cup of oats, but these give it a really great texture.
I'm super curious about this recipe because you're doing it with sweet potatoes.
Yes.
And it's oats.
We're going to add some cinnamon, because cinnamons just go great with sweet potato. We're going to sweeten it with maple syrup. If you need to cut sugar down, you know, you can use Splenda. You can use whatever sweetener you prefer, but that maple just goes great with it. We're going to dump our sweet potatoes right in. Let me grab that spoon over there.
There you go.
You're going to mix these up, and don't worry, it's going to look really runny. You're going to wonder what in the world is going on. It's going to be soupy. Throw this into a Tupperware bowl. You're going to let it set in your fridge overnight. That's why we call them overnight oats. Honestly, if you let them set for about 6 hours, that's enough time.
Voila.
Yes. Right? Serve it with a little scoop of the casserole on top, a little drizzle of maple.
Recipes are super yummy, delicious, easy. Look at that.
These 2 videos will be posted in the next couple of days. And then super quick, I want to show you what to do with this cranberry sauce. What do you do with leftover cranberry sauce?
They always end up getting tossed.
Most people don't like them. They get tossed or sent home with someone, so we're going to repurpose them into a cocktail.
Why not?
So I'm going to take a 1/3 cup of cranberry sauce. It can be homemade. It can have chunks in it. It can be any kind of cranberry sauce. We're gonna add to that a couple shots of apple cider. This one doesn't have cinnamon or anything in that. If you do use that, then omit the cinnamon later.
Apple cider is another one you purchase for Thanksgiving and is always
What do you do with the
used.
rest? We're gonna put in a little drizzle of honey, a dash of cinnamon, and I'm going to squeeze in 1 mandarin orange. You can also just use half of a regular orange. So we're gonna go ahead and pulse this in a food processor or blender because we really wanna
watch
break
out.
up, we really wanna break up those chunks of cranberries and infuse the flavor.
Okay.
So just a few whizzes, right until our cocktail maker. We're going to strain this because we don't want chunks of cranberries in our juice. So we're gonna strain this right in here.
Oh, that smell. It's super fresh.
And you'll see once you finish straining it, you can even see, you know, all those
Yeah.
chunks in the bottom.
Oh, when guests come the next day and you don't know what to serve them.
All we need to do
You
to
will
it now
never
is
know.
we're gonna add 2 shots of bourbon. I'm using my favorite, Woodford Reserve Double Oak. So just 2 shots of that. We're gonna give that a mix. And a super simple way to make your drinks look fancy and elegant, give them a sugar rim. I'm gonna rub it on that leftover orange, dip it in some cinnamon sugar.
While you're making that final presentation, don't forget to connect with her on Southern Flair, southern-flair.com. These recipes are going to be on her Instagram and TikTok pages later today. For all of those side dishes, just follow her at chef.brandi.
Yes, chef.brandi. Throw in a cinnamon stick, a couple of fresh cranberries, and you have
Beautiful.
beautiful holiday cocktail.
There you go. That's what to do with your leftovers.